peeps, welcome back to my channel and thanks for being here with me today. Today I have the video for my donut cards, and these donut cards were created for the Paper Sisters Besties and Donuts YouTube hop that we just did on Saturday. And so I told you all that I would have kind of like a tutorial on how I created my cards. In the video where I shared my cards with y'all, I shared how and what I used to create the cards. And so I used some dies, paints, and Nuvo drops to create my cards, along with some stamps and other dies. And so I'm going to go ahead and share with you some techniques that I used to create these cards. And I hope that you get a lot of inspiration, and I hope that you try some of these techniques because they're really fun and you can design your own backgrounds using these same techniques. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start this card, this is a super easy card you could do, and you're going to go ahead and cut out a sheet of white cardstock. And I went ahead and used this die from Whimsy Stamps. This was gifted to me by my crafty friend Sylvia, and so I used the larger one for the inside and then cut around it to make the rectangle. Then I used these donut dies, and these donut dies are from Creek Bank Creations. Now, I got this die, oh my gosh, I guess it's been 3, maybe 4 years ago. I don't remember. Maybe, I don't know, maybe longer than that. When I went to Florida to the Craft Expo with Tiffany and Kim. And this is the die that we got, along with some of this super cute little paper. This is the donut paper that we picked up. And let me grab all of these papers. These are so, so, so cute. And so this is the papers that we got. And if I don't know if they're still available or not. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a long time since I got all this stuff. So I'll put the link to their store down below, and what the items that I'm using, okay? And so I went ahead and cut out a bunch of little donuts, and then cut out a bunch of little frostings to put on top. And we're going to make the front of the card kind of like a little cup, or like a little donut box, right? And I saw this on Pinterest, and so this was so inspiring that I had to give it a try. So this is something that you can do even if you have a circle punch. You could just punch a small hole in the middle, and there you go, and you've got a donut. So, and then as far as the little frosting pieces, you can always just cut them out. Let's see if I have a scrap piece of paper. Then you can get a scratch piece of paper and just go ahead and punch a hole, and then around your hole, just get your scissors and make them kind of like a little wave. So you could do that too around your donut. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this together, and I went ahead and added my acetate to the back along with some foam tape that I just kind of raised it up just a bit, not a whole lot. And we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to use this for the back, just like this. I think that's looks so cute, right? So once I cut out all my donuts, I went ahead and used a couple of different um, ink pads to ink them up and make them look like they were baked donuts. And most of the donuts, I went ahead and used the Cocoa Brown by Memento. And yeah, Rich Cocoa. Sorry, not Cocoa Brown. It's called Rich Cocoa. And then I also used the Sauna, which also brings kind of like a little bit of a yellow to it. For the little toppings, which is the icing on top of the donuts, I used my Nouveau drops. Now you can use your Perfect Pearls, or if you have other little liquid things that do this, then you can use those. But I just use my Nouveau drops. They have many different colors, and I really like how they are. They're so easy to work with, and they don't seem to clog a whole lot either. For this white one, I went ahead and just grabbed some of my shaker bits that we use for our shaker cards, and I went ahead and just placed some glue up on top, some little dots of glue, and then just went ahead and placed my shaker bits all over it so it looks like it had some little sprinkles up on top. And I just thought this looked super cute. So I hope that you guys try this. It is so fun, and I really enjoyed it. For the next one, I went ahead and used some yellow and just placed some little dots all over, and yeah, and then I just let it dry. Now this one, I thought this would be so cute, right, with the chocolate on top of the yellow. And then I went ahead and just grabbed the brown shaker bits, sprinkles, and placed those all over the top. So it's really chocolatey and has a little bit of the yellow frosting up on top of the little donut. So cute. Okay, so throughout this video, I'll be playing some music for you, just, relaxing music. So you can listen to while I'm putting together the cards and stuff or doing things. And then I'll be coming back on to talk to you about some of the techniques I'm using when I'm doing those. So enjoy. Okay, so for this donut, this is a white cardstock instead of the craft cardstock. And I used the Sauna by Catherine Pooler, and then I used Memento ink, the rich cocoa. And this is so that way it gets that golden color, which is that really pretty baked golden color we get on our donuts. Now for these two pieces, these are a metal die and stamp set, and they are from Pink and Maine, and they are so cute. And they come from a set that's called Java Nice Day. And I went ahead and used my colored pencils, and then I also used some markers to color the leaves. And you don't always have to just use one or the other. I like using both on my stamps, and I just think the leaves get a really nice rich color on them from using the markers, and then the flowers get really a nice soft color using the colored pencils. Okay, so this is the smush technique. Now, if you've never tried it, you have to give this a try. It is so fun. So on one of my stamping blocks, I went ahead and sprayed some of my paints, okay? And this is just distress paints. And you get your watercolor paper or your cardstock, and you just put it in the mixture of paint and water, right? And you continuously do that. You rub off the paint in between your layers of adding your different colors, and then it dries fairly quickly, and you just keep doing this until you get the desired pattern that you like for your background. Now these are easy backgrounds that you can use for cards, ATCs, Memdex cards, or anything you want to do. Okay, so here what I did is for that donut at the top, I did go ahead and use some of my diamond glaze, and then I added some of my glitter glass to the top of the donut before the glaze dries. Okay, so that's one way you can add some things to your images, or if you're using dyes, maybe on flowers would be really pretty, or other little things. I just thought this was a super cute idea. And I did the same thing with the little shaker bits that are on the donut holes. I just added the diamond glaze on top, and then went ahead and added my little shaker bits on top of there before it dried. And then you just set it aside and let it dry. Okay, so it's almost the end of our video, and I am just going to put this little donut up on top of this card. And this is where I added the ladies who are having a cup of coffee together, and the coffee cup, and then I stamp a sentiment on top, and that's it. This has been a really fun tutorial to share with y'all. I hope that you grabbed some good ideas, some tips, and some techniques for your next card. Thanks again for joining us for the Paper Sisters YouTube Hub, and thank you for joining me here on my channel. Take care, and I will be talking to y'all soon. Bye!